Happy Friday afternoon. Another week under our belt, and we get closer to the holidays. And looking forward to actually the finance and IT holiday party at my house tonight. Should be fun. It looks like we have about 37 people lined up to attend the event. A lot of good food lined up, and really excited to host the team over at our house. Was hoping that maybe the rain will clear because we have some outdoor areas that we'd love to share with the team. And if that doesn't work out, I'm sure we'll have fun inside. I got to step out sometime today and go get my white elephant gift for tonight so that we have fun time with that. And again, Sarah and I are really looking forward to hosting everyone. A little bit of shout out this week about what's going on. Tracy and Eric working together to get the Community Cognos reports working again. This was done recently in the last 2 weeks, and really important to get those reports back online. And I do want to just acknowledge all the work that's been done to make this a festive environment down here in finance. And Lorraine deserves a lot of credit in making sure the Christmas and holiday decorations were out. And she's been working really hard as well on cross-training and filling in where is needed. Been labeling boxes and getting things organized. And she's been the backup cashier when needed. And she's been training our new account, been training on AP, and has been able to fill in when Barbara has been gone. Rhonda has been doing some training with Janice on business licenses as Janice ramps down her time with us. And she'll be fully taking over as of December 16th. And Janice's last day with us will be on Tuesday the 15th. And then lastly, when folks were out on Thanksgiving holiday, one of our customers gave Rhonda and Lorraine and Janice some huge kudos, and they've really liked the customer service that they've been receiving. In fact, I've received unsolicited feedback from the business community about the level of service that they've seen downstairs, and I want to compliment everyone on that. This week in IT, just a couple of highlights is that the EnerGov data migration is progressing nicely, and Eric and Simon will be working with EnerGov to fix any obvious data challenges. A major network upgrade is scheduled this upcoming Monday at 7 o'clock, and I want to appreciate all the thought and care that the team put into this and organizing it around other business needs. And I know how much time and effort goes into it, and when I hear that people will be here till about 3 o'clock in the morning, ensuring that both the upgrade and then coming back online are done in a way that is thoughtful, careful, and reflects all the incredible amount of assets that the city has invested in our system. The JAS team is actively working on a lot of maps and preparing information for El Nino. We're starting to see the patterns start to emerge. We saw 2 weather storms come through this week, another one planned for this Sunday. So as many folks predicted, we're starting to see El Nino materialize, and having maps and information at our fingertips is essential. And Eric is making some progress in preparing the box application that will involve many city teams and collaborating on major projects. Back on the finance side, Vilma has made some incredible progress on the CAFR. We've got a draft that we're looking at right now. I shipped it up to Katie just before coming on air, and she'll be reviewing the transmittal letter and the management disclosure and analysis over the weekend, and then we'll get some feedback and hope. Our goal is to have this posted online by Monday, December the 21st. And I know this has been a huge effort with Vilma and Lynn and Tracy and Lisa and a lot of folks who have been contributing to getting this done. And There's a incredible amount of professionalism and detail that goes into preparing this report. That report is scheduled to go to the City Council in the first meeting in February. Speaking of the City Council, next week we've got at the City Council we've got the annual Development Impact Fee report, and again, thanks goes to Vilma and the rest of the team for completing that information and getting to our consultant last month, and particularly also to Utilities and Public Works for reviewing the information in that report. This is a requirement under state law to make sure we're using those funds consistent with how we've collected those. This week, GFOA was here for 2 days. Eva spent some time talking with staff, analysts, and department heads, and Katie, and discussing their hopes, dreams, and areas that we all want to work on in the future to make this a more robust and dynamic finance department. And more what we're hearing, and this is, I think, what I've concluded since my early days here, is that what we are experiencing is really a need to invest in new systems and infrastructure, and that we continue, and we've all known this, that we have wonderful dedicated people here working in the department. And that certainly is evidenced by their level of dedication, with some of us here nightly until the wee hours. And so you have my commitment that in going forward into the 16-17 financial plan, that we will be moving forward with some requests to make some initial investments in systems and continue our efforts in process improvements related to how we serve the community and our internal customers. We did do an exercise this week with the management team on getting to know each other, and it's something that we're going to continue next week at our management meeting, which is an off-site meeting up at the water treatment facility up off of Stenner. And folks may be asking themselves, why is this important? Why do we need to get to know each other? Don't we know each other already? And what does that have to do with my job? And one of the philosophies I have is that, getting to know each other is really a way to build trust. When we know about each other both professionally and personally, we understand and can rely on each other's character, abilities, strengths, and we have something that we know about someone that helps us understand who they are and what makes them tick. And ultimately, when you know somebody, you know that character, you can trust, means that you can rely on them to do the right thing at the right time and for the right reasons. And you believe in that person's integrity, their strength, and you're able to put yourself and put you and yourself on the line, because you know that ultimately they're going to back you up. So these are the things that we've been working on as ways of getting to know each other, in that noble goal of establishing a tremendous amount of trust amongst each other, amongst the division. So with that being said, looking forward to learning more about each other, learning more about how we can improve the organization through recommendations from GFOA. We'll be seeing those recommendations sometime in the middle of January. They'll be back to present their recommendations end of January, and I think we've reached some incredible milestones. I've gotten some feedback from folks that what we're doing is meeting everyone's expectations. They've loved the GoFit process, and they feel invigorated and energized around all the excitement and focus on us being able to perform at our best and serve the community in the way that everyone feels that they can be extremely proud of. Looking forward to this evening and having everyone over at 283 Ramona, and looking forward to seeing each other outside of work and getting to meet some of your family. So until tonight, and otherwise, if I don't see you, have a great weekend.